But Sanjiv Chadha, the Managing Director and CEO of Bank of Baroda, is with us. So I might as well pose that question to him. Mr. Chadha, thank you very much. Your thoughts, some doubts being raised in terms of whether, money has gone now from RBI to the banks. The idle money under CRR has also been reduced and another 1.4 lakh crore is lendable. But will the money go from banks to SMEs, MSMEs and other companies is the question.
Very good morning to Lata. Thank you very much for having us on your channel. You might recall the conversation we had about a month back.
Yes.
And we had again communicated very clearly that as far as Bank of Baroda is concerned, we believe that corporate lending is really part of our DNA. It is also what we owe to our customers and to the economy. So as far as BOB is concerned, I don't think there has been a single penny of liquidity which has not been deployed already in it should be deployed. So we have no money again in any kind of parking instruments that might be available. And I think the current policy dispensation really helps us do more of what we have already been doing, which means now we have extra liquidity available because of the CRR cut, because of the MSF window. So we are sure that we should be able to deploy these extra funds also in the economy and to support our corporates. So again, I think reacting to Mr. Shah, I think it may be so that there may be some you might say players in the market whose risk appetite may be limited, which is perfectly okay. But I'm sure there are a lot of banks in the market who already are very active and who would fully take advantage of this dispensation and put more money out to work.
Okay. Well, there's something that an ex-banker is writing. Ad hoc working capital of 10% has already been announced by most banks. However, there may be no drawing power, so this should be given as working capital term loan repayable over 3 years to impart some stability for demand returns. I mean, a little technical, Mr. Chadha, your thoughts?
And it's a very valid thing. So when our board was considering this facility, it recognized exactly the same imperative that you need to make sure that there is long-term liquidity which is available to borrowers. Because this particular problem that we have today is not going to go away very soon. And even if it does go away, the residual impact of that is going to be there for a reasonably long period of time.
Yes.
So the product that we have devised at BOB actually is a 2-year facility, which is a working capital term loan, and where we have provided that 20% of that facility can be available clean, which means without any drawing power, so that if any of our customers want to pay salaries urgently, they're able to do that.
Okay. Well, actually, if I remember right, the wording was similar even in BOI's press release. So I think the borrower's question is answered. The cess loans, as they call it, COVID-related loans, products offered by BOB, by BOI, by Union Bank, by State Bank, I think are already answering this question. You expect, Mr. Chadha, that now you will be able to go out and, buy CPs. You think your credit growth number is going to be substantially higher for the March quarter itself and definitely for the April, May, June quarter?
So, yes, I think we have been seeing a fair bit of traction in terms of money going out in the March quarter. And as and when we come out of results, you will find that we have been deploying our liquidity in terms of supporting our corporate borrowers. And with the extra liquidity available, I'm sure, yes, there would be a bit of a kicker in terms of credit growth.
Okay. Well, any more asks?
So I think the RBI has been very far-sighted, very comprehensive, and I think if it comes to addressing the likely issues which were to have arisen over the next 3 months, I think most have been addressed, which includes the challenges that borrowers might face in terms of repayments in the short term. But to some extent, I am in agreement with Mr. Rashesh Shah that there are going to be medium-term issues also, which we will need to address as we go along. But I think it's a trifle premature to discuss that. I think what really was the ask of the economy, of our clients, and indeed of banks. I think the RBI has addressed that in full measure.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Chadha and Rashesh Shah, for joining us. Sonal, what's the next chapter?